Hello, today we're going to talk about another macro recording example. Hopefully you have already watched and practiced the previous macro example, which is called copy-paste. In this example, I'm going to show you how to use relative reference option. We're going to use an example called assign letter grades for this purpose. So let me first preview what I want to record for this assignment. What I want you to do is to record two macro steps. In step 1, for column A and B, using column B data, use a predetermined VLOOKUP table to assign letter grades automatically. Step 2, once we found the letter grades, I'm going to find out the students' names who earned letter grades A and put them into Excel tab A students. So I'm going to first run through the steps we want to record. It is very important under the relative reference. Your mouse position or your selections really matters. You probably don't notice what extra step you have recorded, and this may cause the issues for your macro. So first, we want to agree on where is our mouse starting and finish point. In this case, I'm going to use choice selection A and B column instead of cell reference A1. First step is assign letter grade. In column C, I'm going to assign letter grade, use our if functions. Okay, use column B informations. I'm going to use VLOOKUP search the grades and use a predetermined VLOOKUP table, assign letter grades. I'm going to type in the formula. Look up the grades through predetermined table. I'm going to select the larger area than the displayed VLOOKUP table. Just in the future, you may use more detailed grades breakdown. I'm going to lock this reference and list column 2 is the information we want to find out. Now I'm going to copy paste the formula. In order to make this macro more flexible, universal, I'm going to copy-paste to a longer series. In the future, if I have a gradebook which has more than 26 students, which can still function well. After I finish assign letter grade, I'm going to go back, return my mouse to selection A and B. Now I'm going to click on finish recording. So basically is use if functions, assign letter grades. Now I'm going to do actual recording. Okay, start point, choose my column A and B, click on record macro. I'm going to name it step 1. Assign grades. Click on OK. Now I'm going to start record. Type in letter grades. Type in if this. Type in if this is empty. I'm empty. Otherwise, I'm going to look up the actual grades through VLOOKUP table. Column 2, finish. Then copy paste. Return mouse to A and B. Finish. I'm going to create macro button for this step. Step 1, assign ladder grades. I'm going to erase column C and test out this macro. Again, make sure my mouse start at column A and B selection. Click on step 1. You see, so this one is actually works well. Now I'm going to find out, I'm going to record a step 2, which is once I have students' letter grades, I'm going to go to the filter. I will use text filter to make sure this is exactly what I want. Type in letter grades A, click on OK. Then I'm going to copy paste 3 columns to the tab I want to report and paste. Then return. Then uncheck filter, return my mouse to the beginning point, then finish recording. Okay, so let's get ready. So remember, once we found student A, we want to report into this tab, A students, right? So the mouse starting point in this tab, A students, also matters. So I'm going to select A1. Now let's try. Go to the developer and click on record macro. So this is step 2. A students. So we will go to data. For the 3 column ABC, click on filter. Use text filter and find out the students with letter grades A. Click on OK. I'm going to select all column ABC. Ctrl C. I'm going to click on the Excel tab with name A students and then paste. I'll return my mouse to where I start A1. Go back to our grades data. Uncheck filter. Return my mouse to choice A and B originally, starting point. Now I'm going to stop recording. Let's check if this is correct. I'm going to insert, create another macro button, which is our step 2. Now we are ready to test. Okay, click on step 2. Check our tab A students. So the students, 4 students with letter grades A are already reported. I'm going to test on a new data set where column A, B, where students' grades are in column B and C. But we still have the same VLOOKUP table exactly in the F and the G column, because when we record our macro, we used absolute reference for this one. Let's see if this still works. So let's go to macro directly. Click on step 1, assign letter grades. So you see, for this list of students for 54, we are able to assign letter grades for all of them. Number 2, we want to see if we can report A students. Let's click on the macro. see the step 2, A student. This time, we found about 9 students earned letter grades A. So this example showed you how to assign letter grades using under relative reference. As you see, under this relative reference, so your mouse position is very, very important. A lot of mistake because you accidentally shifted your mouse cell reference. That is all. I hope you learn a bit more on macro coding.